Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital spoilers. Jason and Carly's surprise kiss. Still hope for romantic future. General Hospital, VHS spoilers reveal that Carly Spencer's Laura Wright emotions are running wild now that she knows the truth about the FBI's leverage. Despite Carly's frustration over Jason Morgan's, Steve Burton's secrets and the sacrifices he's made for her, she's also deeply moved over his actions. Carly was tempted to do something drastic to put an end to all this, but Damian Spinelli, Bradford Anderson, warned her not to turn herself in. If Carly ends up in prison, then Jason's sacrifice will have been for nothing. In Guy's June 24 episode, Spinelli pointed out that he would have done the same for Maxie Jones, Kirsten Storms, if he'd been in that situation. That led to Spinelli insisting that he loves Maxie the way Jason loves Carly. Of course, we're only talking about Spinelli's point of view here, but it's interesting that he compared his own romantic love for Maxie to the love between Carly and Jason. Could that be a sign that there's still hope for Jason and Carly's romantic future? So far, Steve Burton and Laura Wright have seemed pretty convinced in interviews that Jason and Carly will stick to friendship. But they don't write the show and can't make firm predictions on what might happen down the road. Besides, things can get messy for friends who love each other that much. Carly is clearly feeling a lot for Jason right now, so it wouldn't be all that surprising if she at least planted a kiss on him under the circumstances. That doesn't necessarily mean it would lead to Carly and Jason moving out of the friend zone as a real couple again anytime soon. Even so, it could highlight the depth of Carly's bond with Jason and all their complex feelings. It could also leave the door open for Jason and Carly to perhaps revisit their romance someday, depending on what the writers want to do. Regardless, it looks like Carly and Jason will remain tangled up with each other in a unique way, so it'll be interesting to see what that means for their characters moving forward. General Hospital spoilers say Jason and Carly's storyline will come with more surprises, so stay tuned for updates on all the shocking news ahead. In the bustling halls of General Hospital, where drama and intrigue are the lifeblood, whispers of an unexpected development have sent shockwaves through the town of Port Charles. Jason Morgan and Carly Corinthos, the formidable duo with a storied past, find themselves at the center of a scandalous rumor. A surprise kiss that has fans buzzing and speculating about their romantic future. Jason and Carly have always shared a bond that transcends the ordinary. Their friendship, forged through years of trials, tribulations, and shared secrets, has weathered the storms of love, loss, and betrayal. Yet, despite the deep connection that binds them, their relationship has remained platonic until now. The day began like any other in Port Charles. The sun rose over the city, casting a golden hue on the waterfront, where the residents went about their routines. Inside General Hospital, the atmosphere was charged with the usual hustle and bustle. Nurses hurriedly attended to patients, doctors consulted on cases, and the ever-watchful eyes of the hospital staff kept an eye on the unfolding drama. Amidst this, Jason and Carly found themselves drawn together by a series of events that seemed almost fated. Carly, ever the resilient and determined woman, had been dealing with the latest crisis in her life. A tumultuous battle for control of the Corinthos Empire following Sonny's presumed death. Jason, the stoic and loyal enforcer, stood by her side, offering unwavering support as always. Their bond had been tested repeatedly, but recent events had brought them closer than ever. The weight of their shared responsibilities, coupled with the emotional strain of Sonny's absence, created an intimacy that neither could deny. It was during one such moment, in the quiet solace of the hospital chapel, that the unexpected happened. Jason and Carly had sought refuge in the chapel, seeking a moment of peace amidst the chaos of their lives. The dim light of the candles cast a soft glow on their faces, highlighting the wariness etched into their features. They spoke in hushed tones, their voices carrying the weight of their unspoken emotions. "Carly," Jason began, his voice rough with emotion. "We've been through so much together. I don't know what I would do without you." Carly looked up at him, her eyes glistening with unshed tears. "Jason, you've always been my rock. I can't imagine my life without you either." Their gazes locked, and for a moment, time seemed to stand still. The air between them crackled with a tension that neither could ignore. It was as if the universe itself had conspired to bring them to this pivotal moment. Without thinking, without planning, they moved closer, drawn together by an invisible force. And then it happened. A kiss, soft, tender, and filled with a lifetime of unspoken words. It was a moment of vulnerability, a moment where they allowed their hearts to speak louder than their minds. For those few precious seconds, the world outside ceased to exist, and it was just the two of them, lost in each other. When they finally pulled away, the gravity of what had just occurred hit them both. Carly's cheeks flushed with a mix of surprise and confusion, while Jason's expression remained inscrutable, as always. They stood there, processing the enormity of the kiss and what it could mean for their future. Carly started, but words failed her. What could she say that would encapsulate the myriad of emotions swirling within her? Jason, ever the pragmatist, took a step back, putting some distance between them. "Carly, we need to think about this. About what this means." Carly nodded, her mind racing. "You're right, we can't let this change things between us. We have too much at stake." But even as they agreed to move forward as if nothing had happened, the seed of doubt had been planted. Could they truly go back to the way things were? Or had this kiss irrevocably altered the course of their relationship? As the days passed, the kiss remained a silent presence between them, a lingering reminder of what could be. Their interactions were tinged with an awkwardness that had never been there before, and it became clear to those around them that something had shifted. Sam, ever observant, noticed the change in Jason and couldn't help but wonder what had happened. Carly, too, found herself wrestling with her feelings. Her loyalty to Sonny was unquestionable, but his absence had left a void that Jason had filled in ways she hadn't anticipated. She found herself thinking about the kiss at the most unexpected moments, her heart and mind at war with each other. The residents of Port Charles, ever eager for a juicy piece of gossip, speculated wildly about the future of Jason and Carly. Would they finally give in to the undeniable chemistry between them? Or would they bury their feelings, choosing duty and loyalty over love?